Hey everybody, hard to believe it's June, I'm back. But what people tend to forget is June, July, August, summer is actually the best time to buy corals. Why, you ask? Because it's winter time where the corals are coming from. The weather's generally calmer, divers generally can get everything that they want, and there's usually less competition. Because let's be honest, we're going on vacation, the kids are off of school, we spend more time outside, we don't spend a lot of time on our tanks. Consequently, there's a lot less competition for the really nice corals. Fortunately, this is the nicest time to pick out corals. So if you want to add something to your tank this summer, now is a good time to start. And to help you with that, John is running a 25% off sale. Just put 25 June when you check out on the site, and you get 25% off of your corals all this week. So I'm gonna go through some really nice corals that are available. And like I said, this is the time to pick up some of the nicest pieces. To start this month, as I said, this is the time to get some really choice corals, and nothing's more choice than these Wilsonis. These are a coral that should be fed, like to be at the bottom, and under blue lights, as you can see, they are just really vividly colored. Reds, oranges, burgundies, greens, pinks, just some awesome colors. If you're looking for something different to have at the bottom of your tank, this is a great coral to add this time of year, because you don't see them usually during the winter time. They only start to come in during the winter, their winter, our summer. Now, one of the corals that I do love also is another coral for the bottom is this Acan. This is green with little orange streaks in it. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it's really nicely colored. There's a lot of different contrasts in it. It's another coral that you should feed once or twice a week, a little bit of food, and just make sure you don't have anything that will pick at it. The Acans, the Trachyphilias seem to be the corals that a lot of fish like to pick at the most. And these, for how beautiful it is, that's something to keep in mind. If it isn't fully open, sit by the tank, away from the tank for a while, observe it, see if you see something picking at it. Then you either got to remove the fish or protect the Acan or move it to another tank. Another interesting hammer that they have that really stands out are these yellow toxic hammers, branched hammers, 4 heads and 3 heads. These really stand out in the tank because of how vivid yellow they are, or they have a toxic with a splotching in it. I like all of these. I have all 3 in my tank. They're a great coral. They really stand out, and over time they reproduce and you get multiple heads relatively quickly on these. Now, they have a lot of Duncans in right now, but this one, as you can see, is bigger than the palm of my hand. That's a lot of mouths to feed. Obviously, you should feed this Duncan a couple times a week, but if you really want a standout something, a standout big polyp coral, this is probably as nice a big polyp coral as I've seen, because it's not just plain green, it's green with a little bit of blue, a little bit of purple in it. It's a really outstanding specimen. Now, if you've followed me for any length of time, you'll realize that the first coral I ever got was a bubble coral. It wasn't quite like this, it was just a plain white bubble. This is a nice splatter or camouflage bubble. This is a really outstanding specimen. Looks like 3 heads forming. Again, another coral to feed and something for the bottom of the tank. You just gotta make sure the fish don't pick at it, because in my tanks, I have pygmy angelfish, and they tend to pick at corals like this. So you can't keep these with pygmies. These Trachyphilias and Acans seem to be prime food for pygmy angelfish, but if you have them in a tank with non-picking fish, this coral will do great. Seems like I'm all on big LPS today, which I kind of am, because they have some really nice specimens, because as I said, this is the time of year you get in some really nice things. They got in this Scoly with red, it's bleeding apple or candy apple or whatever, but it also has orange streaks and orange speckles in the mouth. It's a really, really outstanding specimen in terms of coloration. If you're into Scolies, this is the Scoly I would want. There's a yellowish one down below it with yellow and red that's also outstanding. So if you're into Scolies, they have at least 2 that I would definitely consider. They also have some really nice chalices in. I'm really attracted to this orange one, this one with orange eyes, dark circles around it, kind of blue around the orange, and then light green. So you're looking at 4 different colors on this chalice. These types of chalices typically do very well. So this is something you should look at if you're into chalices and have space on the bottom of your tank. Like I said, this is the time of year when they really get in some impressive specimens, and this is one of the more impressive chalices I've seen in a while. Now I love Elegance, and I'm always looking for interesting specimens. This one has the most vivid tips I've seen in a long time, and it also has a pair of clownfish that are using it as their anemone. It's a really nice head. It's about the size of 2 palms of my hand, and it will open up even probably 30% bigger than that. It's a really nice coral. This is another coral I'd feed once a week, and if you have clownfish and no anemone, this is where they'll go. Now I'm also partial to Lobophilias. This is a really impressive one. I know there's multiple colors with orange and greens and stuff. This is just various shades of green with a little bluish purple along certain of the heads. It's really outstanding. Under blue lights, this just absolutely glows. You'll see this from across the room in your tank. This is another really interesting looking Lobo. If I had room for it, this is the one I'd take home. And last on our list, something I haven't seen in a really long time, are baby Crocea Clams. These are as vividly colored as you're going to find. These do typically very well. You can put them on the rocks and they'll bore into the rocks, or you can put little rocks around them. They have them on the gravel bed here. I tend to like them a little higher up. Only thing you got to worry about is some fish, particularly tangs, like to pick at the mantle, and on these little guys, it's a problem. The other thing, you can't put them where there's a lot of flow because it'll blow them off until they attach. So you can use a little clam bottom to attach them to, then mount them where you want, or you can put them someplace where they're kind of protected and let them be safe that way so they're not blowing around on a rock. But these are as nicely colored, and they get even better as they get bigger. Well, I hope you liked my picks this week. All you got to do is look on the site under Paletta's picks. They're all listed under the picks. And as I said, there's 25% off everything. Just use the code 25June on your code. And also, John let me know that for Father's Day, there will be another sale running, 25% off of everything on the website. Check it out.